Welcome back to Golf Simulator videos. Today we're back with the Flightscope Mevo Plus radar-based golf launch monitor. Now, if you've been watching the channel, we've obviously covered this unit quite significantly, but today we're back with Awesome Golf. All right, so we covered the Awesome Golf simulator software quite significantly early on in the channel. All right, this is a subscription-based software that I actually have working on my iPad Pro today, and I'm going to show you guys a couple enhancements that they've come out with, some additional features, show you guys kind of around the app a little bit just in case you missed it. I mean, that was an early on video when Flightscope was first coming out that I covered Awesome Golf, and now we're here to give you an update today. But I'm also here to kind of give you a couple other things that I found along the way that might help you. So now that I've upgraded to an iPad Pro, I'm starting to realize that there are more benefits to the latest gen iPad Air that I had previously that I was using with Flightscope Mevo Plus. You guys probably saw some videos with that. Well, there's a couple things. One, the GPU that's used inside of the iPad Pro, the latest gen that I have, is much more advanced than an iPad Air. And so when you're using software like the free software that comes with Flightscope Mevo Plus, the E6 Connect, it has a much smoother video. Okay, so it's something to consider. But also, now what I'm noticing is because the screen is such a higher resolution, that on my 16 by 10 projector, I can get the 4 by 3 image, filling up the entire screen in an extremely crisp image. That's a big deal. I mean, if you're looking to use an iPad versus a computer, being able to fill up a complete screen like that because of the high resolution is a really big deal. Now, this is a Sony BPL FH60, like I've told you guys before. It's a 16 by 10 projector. Okay, so that's 1920 by 1200. And because the 4 by 3, you'll see I have black bars on the right and left, but you can barely notice them. The image is extremely crisp. So it's something I really wanted to point out. But let's go ahead and dive into the Awesome Golf app and Flightscope Mevo Plus. So first thing first, if you guys haven't seen the app before, let's go into the settings. So you have system settings, set your yards, mile per hour, audio. In audio, I usually leave the music off. You know, they tried to make this a fun family app where you can get younger generations involved for teaching and things like that and make it fun. So there's music available, things like that. Launch monitor, very important. I'm 7 feet, Flightscope Mevo Plus to ball. All right, so 84 inches. That's very important to put in there. Your hitting surface, I'm level, so that's 0. I always recommend level if you can make it happen. I'm 800 feet here in Michigan, and units, I'm doing feet and inches. And then, of course, my tracking mode, indoor short. I only have a little over 10 feet of ball flight. Okay, so settings that you should pay attention to. It's a subscription-based software, like I mentioned, so you can manage your subscription or contact them if there's any reason that you need to, reach out. Now, there's my email right there on the screen, so I might as well tell you guys, if you're looking at purchasing a Flightscope Mevo Plus, you want to get Awesome Golf, anything like that, anything I can just help you with as far as golf simulation goes, feel free to email me. I answer 100 emails a day, so feel free to reach out. So let's just go ahead and dive in a little bit. So range, they have shot by shot. Okay, where you can do an overview in detail. Now, I showed that in the previous video, so I'll put a link down in the subscription so you can actually check that other video out because that really hasn't changed much. They have approach shots, club distances, but coaching is what I wanted to point out today. Now, approach shots, we can actually go into that really quick before we show you coaching. It's pretty cool. I mean, I think I covered this briefly, but let's just go ahead. I have a pitching wedge in my hand. Let's just go ahead and aim at that 120 yards. Now I'm using a Titleist Pro V1 with a metallic dot, as you're supposed to for indoor. So I'll just show that off really quick so you guys understand. All right, it always wants to face towards the screen. I know that many of you may be longtime subscribers to the channel and have heard me say that a million times, but some people watching for the first time, I always want to point that stuff out. So, all right, so let's just go ahead and I haven't even swung a club, so I don't know if I'm gonna get this there or not. Let's go ahead and give it a try. I hit that actually pretty well. So I'm at my 120 yard target. Look at that. I hit it so crisp, a little spin back. Look at the action. 81-10. I love the action. All right. Really cool to be able to show that off. So you can see club head speed, ball speed, launch angle, side spin, back spin, carry, and then total. All right. So that's how the approach works. I mean, it's really fun. You can sit here and just aim at all these different targets. You can see them on your map, what you're aiming for. It's really cool. So I just wanted to show that off really quick. But what's new is this coaching. Okay, so let me show you this. I haven't been able to show this off before. Now, keep in mind that this app is actually compatible with other units, like X3, their flagship unit. And so you're going to see things in here that are available for X3 that are not for the Flightscope Mevo Plus. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to point those out to you. So just like it says, the full works, you know, all the analysis at your fingertips. And that's really what it is. So we're just hitting a pitching wedge here. There we go. Now you can see there's different trajectories you can look at. Now down here is what I was talking about. See how it says swing plane? You don't have that capability with Flightscope Mevo Plus. It would be Flightscope X3. Okay, so you don't have path or face either. Okay, so you might want to keep it on angle of attack, dynamic loft, vertical launch, spin axis, spin rate. Okay, they have a swing speed profile and then a swing acceleration profile. I'm not sure if those are fully capable with the Flightscope Mevo Plus. It may show based on some speed, but I'll tell you what, let's just stay here for now and we can ask the awesome golf guys, because I do think it does show a graphical representation. I'm just not sure if it's you know, proper data with Flightscope Mevo Plus or not, so we can verify that. So let's just go ahead and hit a shot really quick. All right. Didn't hit that the best, but 123 yards. That should be, you know, spot on. Just a tiny bit of rollout. I can see my angle of attack, my dynamic loft, my vertical launch, my carry, my total, my roll, club speed, ball speed, smash factor. You have your trajectory there. Let me show you some different stuff that's available. All right, so it does club grouping. So as you hit more balls, that's what that is in the upper right. It's going to start showing clusters for you. But you can see a top-down view, which is really cool. You can see I kind of pushed that just a little bit. Felt like it, so obviously that's accurate. Down here, you start scrolling to the right. There's my spin axis, my spin rate. Very similar spin to the first one. Now it does show a speed, you know, swing speed profile. Okay, it's probably using your club head speed, I would assume. Swing acceleration profile. All right, so it is showing data there. All right, pretty advanced data. Now here's where it's really cool. The camera that's built into Flightscope Mevo Plus, if you guys watched my last video, does swing recording, but check this out. Awesome Golf is pulling it in. So you actually can, look at this, you can actually get takeaway data. I mean, that's good general reference that you can look at with the built-in camera. You can look at the top of my swing. I can almost see where my club, you know, how it's sitting there. Is it level? There we go. You can see my body, how I'm rotating. Of course, I'm stiff and terrible at, you know, firing my lower body usually. But, I mean, isn't that cool? Look at the ball hitting the screen even. I mean, for a built-in camera, very impressive. And then, of course, you can scroll through your stats over here in the lower right. All right, so this was something that I did not get to show that they just added. I mean, how cool is that? You can tell that they're really going to continue to make enhancements to this. So what else was there? There's the club distances. I showed you approach shots, the shot by shot. Challenges. There's a closest to the pin challenge, a longest drive challenge, target golf, skills challenge. Okay, I think I showed every one of those in the first video, so make sure you check that out. There's the super splash. There's the boat blast. I showed that off, but here's a new one, wrecking balls. All right. We'll just do medium, I guess. This is a game. All right. Let me hit play golf real quick. 2 shots per player, 8 shots total. Oh, there you go. So, club of choice, 68 yards. So, I mean, I probably have a little too much club here. Let's see if I can kind of punch this pitching wedge out there. First time. Oh, look at that. I mean, I hit the base of it, which was probably a good shot, and it wasn't intentional. It was a little short. Kaboom, 100 points. And I picked medium. I didn't pick hard. So this is 66 yards. I think that's the shot, though. You kind of want to hit the punch out there and hit it low and take the building down. Oh, that one's going to be short, though, isn't it? Oh, no, I hit the base, though. So you can actually use the bounce. I think that's the play. Now, what's it going to give me there? 58 points, and the structure's kind of still standing. All right. 72 yards. Wow, that's a big building. All right, I'm going to swing a little bit harder on this one because that one was a little short. Should be pretty good. Oh, it hit the back wall. Okay, so I can see you're probably trying to hit that beam. I mean, what a fun game. You know, the whole goal of Awesome Golf, they said, was to design an app that allows coaches and instructors to, you know, get the younger generations or adults alike, you know, I mean, and be able to do something where you're working on golf, you're getting into the sport, training, coaching, all those type of things, and have fun with it, you know, and I like that. I mean, we always have the family involved in the simulator, so let's just make sure I show everything to you guys while we're in here. Go back to the menu, okay. Virtual golf, I showed that off. So you guys can see that in the first video. So there's two different courses, okay. There's short courses, okay. But like this one right here, this is no, I mean, and that's the thing, it's not that short. I mean, 506 yard dog leg, and I'll kind of show you how this works really quick. So you can hit a full driver. I think the other course I think was a little bit shorter, unless I just played the par threes. I might have played the short. It's been a while, and that's why I wanted to cover this again. Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is a super long hole that we're dealing with here. So there's two courses. I think I might have demoed the. Oh man, I don't know if I can make it over. We'll just play a pitching wedge hole here. Of course, it's a par 5. I hit that a little fat, swinging too fast. For an iPad app, you know, it's a really cool, fun virtual golf. So 204 yards. So we're 2 more shots to get in there. There we go. I hit that one much better. And then now we should have a decent shot into the green. No putting. So if you noticed my setup, the optimal degree that they want the Flightscope at for this is 17. So no putting in the virtual golf. I'm on a perfect lie. Check that out. 81 yards. I know what that is because we just did it in the wrecking ball. So let's see if I can get this. Oh, it was too much. I crisped it. I hit that really well, and go figure. It was too far. 27 yards, chipping with the pitching wedge. Here we go. Roll up in there. And it takes 2 putts because I wasn't in the red line. Go figure. Double bogey with the pitching wedge. I mean, isn't that cool? You know, so another built-in experience. There's 2 different courses. I can actually, while we're doing this, there's no reason not to show you the other one. Let's go to virtual golf. Island Beach. That's the one I demoed the first time. You can see there's different, and I think I might have played the you know, shorter distance, but you can actually play, you know, much longer tees. I mean, look at that. Drive distance 280 yards. Okay. I think this course is a little shorter though. You can see it says 402 though, I think. Yeah, so 402. I think I played shorter tees the first time around. So I mean, these are full-blown holes, you know, that you can play. I'll make sure I didn't miss anything else, but this was a fun one. If you haven't seen the first video, make sure you check it out. It's cool. And that covers everything inside of Awesome Golf. You know, all right from your iPad. And like I said, I'm really impressed with the iPad Pro. I know it's an investment for most, but if you're going to be buying one, you may really want to consider the iPad Pro based on what I found out with the resolution and the GPU inside of it. It really runs things well. So this has been the Flightscope Mevo Plus and the Awesome Golf Simulator app with iPad. Love you guys to comment below. Let me know what you think. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, which I appreciate. It helps the channel, and we'll talk to you guys soon.